Hi guys, it's Belle here and I am coming on with week 46 of the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge. If you do not know by now, the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge is a 52-week challenge where Margarete Miller has created a selection of prompts. Sometimes you will get 1 week you might get 5 prompts with a 6th prompt that you can place one of the other 5 with if you don't have that, or do all 6 like many of us do, or it might be a themed prompt. I will leave the links to her YouTube and her Etsy down below. I just brought the digital version. This got a bit wet. The digital version. What are words today? So let's get started. So buttons, real, drawn or stamped. I've got some real ones that I might use. A piece of architecture. I have this of Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament here in London in the UK. A business card. I found this one. I don't know if this person's still around, but I've kept this because I just love the image, and it does say Crafting Chaos. Some white space, which I've actually got on here, which is fun. Some red ink, which I'm going to be using the Ranger Distress Oxide Crackling Campfire, and then several items of the same colour family. So I have my buttons in bluey greens. I cut this out, this gorgeous Kingfisher, and there's some bluey green on here, and then I've got these scraps I thought I could collage with because I've got the blue and I've got that. I was actually going to use that side, and then I saw that with the stitching. So let's get started, guys. Everything's a bit chaotic here at the moment because I will be going away soon, sort of for off and on for about 2 weeks. And I'm trying to get ready for that. I feel like I want this right in the background, so I'm just going to, I feel like I want the spiral, and if I do it this way I don't have so much to cut off. I'm just kind of feeling with my finger. I'm going to leave a bit of a white edge as well because it did say some white space. Sorry I knocked you, I'm in a different filming setup. I'm just going to see roughly where that finger mark was that I made, and then I'm going to tear. Yeah, so I'm going away on and off. I am looking after my daughter's cat while she is away. I'm going to tear the top of this as well because the bottom is torn and I want that same effect. Yeah, so I'm looking after her cat while she is away on holiday. Yeah, I just really love that spiral, but I'm thinking I might put it over there because the Houses of Parliament might go here. We'll see. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And so I can't do the full 2 weeks that she's away because of other commitments, but I will be going there for most of the week and then coming home for sort of almost 2 days at the weekend ish, and then someone else will be looking after a cat for those 2 days while I'm not there, and then going back again. So yeah, so it's a lot of up and down, up and down, up and down. And because she doesn't just like live down the road or something, I have to travel. It's only like a little way away, but you know, it's a good at least an hour or so. And yeah, I have to go there, and that means I've been like, what craft do I need to take? Like, I'm not even worried about clothing or anything because I'm so used to packing. Like for clothes, I can pack a suitcase in like 20 minutes. I'm so used to it from all the traveling I've done. But craft, that's a whole different issue. And I have to try and pre-film because I won't be able to film at hers. So we've got that down. I love that stitch detail. So this architecture with Big Ben, I was thinking I might just, instead of fussy cutting, kind of roughly rip it out. Get as close as possible, but I took some of it off there. That's okay. My collage. And then, because I want to see what this looks like before I decide what else I'm going to do. So yeah, I'm trying to work out what craft I need to take and what videos and I need to make before I go. And it's just chaos. It's, oh my gosh, I just, thing is, I use so many things and I never know what I might want. Wondering if I want this ripped down. I know I'm ripping off some of the Houses of Parliament. It looks almost like that famous castle from that book by that person. You know who I mean. See, I just think that looks lovely there. Now I could then ink that with red ink. I might do. Let's ink it with some red ink. Let me find my inkers. If I have one. I should have my little brushes. Yes, so I'm trying to get all my... That's my orange brush. Where's my red brush? Sorry, guys. You know what? I'm just going to use the pink one because it's what I... Oh, sorry. I'm nudging you. Hold on a minute, guys. Sorry about that. I've got my filming set up where I normally don't. I normally have like my die cut machine and everything on here, and I've got drawers just below this cupboard. Well, that's more orange than red. It says campfire, crackling campfire. Okay, I might need to pull the red out actually. And in one of the drawers right about underneath where I'm filming right now is where I keep my inks. So that was nudging me as I was trying to close my inks up. And I'm trying to find, because I know I have barn door. Oh, I have barn door and I haven't even opened it yet. So let's open this. Haha! Because that doesn't look red enough to me. So let's do that. So yeah, I'm all discombobulated because I'm trying to get everything ready as well as prepare everything for here at home. And I'm just going to get one of these little sponges. That's a proper red. Okay, let's put that on there. And oh yeah, that's much better. And I just keep looking and thinking, right, what do I need? What projects can I finish in the 5 days that I'm away? And what do I need for those projects? And I have so many projects on the go right now, guys. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this. Let's move my book because no, my luck will go over it. I'm going to spray the edge, and that will be my red, well, red and orangey ink. That's all right. And then, whilst I'm at it, I'm going to use that on here. Why is it fallen out? Oh my gosh, it fell out. What is happening? What is happening today? There is now far too much ink on here. I'm just going to spray it and I'm going to drop it. I don't want it everywhere because obviously blank space. Oh, I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's turning out to be one of those days. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get another piece of paper. And I'm just going to dab that because I don't want it all. And I'm going to pause whilst I then go and dry this. Okay, guys. So there's not as much white space as I wanted left on there. But there is some. There is some up here and there is some down there. So it is what it is, and I feel like I actually want to ink this a little bit in walnut stain as well because it is quite red. So anyway, yes, gosh, everything's just going haywire today. And as I said, I think it's because I've got about 6, maybe 7 projects on the go at the moment, especially with it being at the festive season and a few other things. And you know, a lot of them are different themes. So I'm sitting there thinking, right, well, what do I need to take with me when I go. I just think that's really lovely. I'm wondering if I want one of these strips, but before I do that, let's get the cute bird and the card. See, I can't really cover the card. This is white space as well, I'm going to say. Can't really. I wanted that circle and now I'm covering it up. Oh, it's just so cute. I might put a slightly different pattern behind him, just because I want him to stand out. So let's maybe rip some of this up. Yeah, because all the projects I've got on the go, most of them are very different projects. You know, I've got some festive ones. I've got a sort of gothic festive one. So not using the usuals. And I've got still some gothic-y Halloween things that I'm finishing off, and then just a lot of projects. Still working on my autumn book, my autumn altered book. So they're all different themes, so it's not like I can go, right, well I can finish 6 projects while I'm away because it's all that one particular theme, because it's not. Because of course it's not. Why would I make life easy for myself? And it's just trying to work out what I want to take. And then obviously there's all the equipment. There's my sewing machine and inks and scissors and embossing folders and anything like that. What do I need to take? And you know, then I've got to think about, well, am I going to take all my fabrics, and what fabrics am I going to take? And it's, oh, I tell you, I thought it would be easy, and I was fooling myself. So if he's going to go, I mean, he could go on top, but he's going to cover a lot of the architecture. So I want him peeking out from behind. And then I do kind of want him to stand out a little bit. So I'm thinking about maybe collaging a few of these. It's still in blue. See what that one looks like. Because that's got white space on it too. That's quite nice. But I like that down there a bit more. And I like this one here. Like so that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to like overthink it. I've got stuff to do. I've got to finish this. Okay, now where did my glue go? Oh, I'm telling you guys, I'm just one of those crafters that I like order. I like everything to be in its place, neat and tidy. All my themes boxes are in the right place. All of that kind of stuff. That's very much what kind of crafter I am. And at the moment, nothing's in its place. Maybe if I put that way, so it's stuck out there. Oh yeah, I quite like that, but I'm going to rip that edge because I like it ripped. So I've been trying to work out what I need to take, what everything is, how much equipment, will it all fit in the car? So yeah, clothing's fine. It's the craft that's the challenge. Oh gosh, we are crazy. We are a strange community. I kind of want to use this scrap just because I've got it. I might put that down there. That's going to go across there, so we'll still see some of that blue and white. Let's have it like that. Let's just use it up because I've got it, and there we go. So, I mean, I am coming back at the weekends, and I'm not bringing everything with me. I will be leaving a lot of the bigger craft items, other than my sewing machine, are there. For the following week when I go back. But it's just so... And then obviously when I come back, it's then making sure everything gets put in its right place again. I need order to craft, guys. I cannot craft without order. I know some people find they're more creative that way. Right, let's stick him down. But I am not one of those people. Order stresses me out and blocks any not order, disorder stresses me out and blocks any creativity at all. I like everything to be neat and in its place. At the end of every project, I like to make sure that everything is put away. I feel like that's too far over. Let's move it. Thankfully, it's not dry yet, so that's good. Everything's put away. Everything's in its box, in its right place. And then I can start the next one. Okay, so I like that. And then we're just talking about chaos, so it kind of seems fitting if I stick that down. I kind of like it down here, so that's where I'm going to put it. I'm going to bend it a bit because this page is bent. Again, if you didn't know, I made this journal myself, and if you go all the way back in my playlist to the very first video, week 1, I actually show you a quick flip through of this journal too. Yeah, so if you haven't seen that yet, go and have a look if you are interested. So yeah, I'm just going to hold that whilst that glues down. So we've got red ink, piece of architecture, business cards, some white space in different areas in different ways, several items of the same colour family. So we've got this kind of blue on here, blue here, blue here. And now I'm looking at my buttons in the light. Most of them are green rather than blue. I do have this blue button. It's quite chunky. It's quite a chunky monkey. So let's have a look if I've got any blue buttons, which I don't actually think I do have too many blue buttons. Got that little one. Is that greenish again? I've got this big box of buttons, guys, here that I'm trying to look through. See, when I get that out, that looks blue, but then when I look at it, I suppose it's in the blue. It says colour family. Oh, I've got that small one, which might work better actually. I don't know, guys. The buttons don't have to be all in blue. I've got other blue things on there, so you know it's not a must. I'm just forcing myself to overthink it. That's what I'm doing. No, I'm going to have it like that. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to stop messing about now with that because I need it sorted. I'm crafting chaos. Yes, there is crafting chaos today because I'm not even going to, normally I'd stitch these down or hot glue them. I'm not going to do that because I just need to get this page finished and stop stressing myself out. So, yeah. It will definitely be an experience being away from my craft stuff. Thankfully, she did not go away in October, because if she had, I would not have been able to cat sit, because there is no way with everything I have going on in October that I could have done that. Okay, do you know what, guys? I think that's my page finished. I think that's what I'm. Why is it whenever I try and find a pen, I can never find a pen? Hold on, guys. Seriously, it can't be that hard to find a pen. Okay, this is like pinky purple. So this is week 46. So let's just write that somewhere. Let's just write it up here. Just so I remember. And there we go, guys. I've got to let the buttons dry. But we have buttons. We have a piece of architecture. We have some red ink. Orangey red. That actually looks really good. Like, because it had the orange on there before and the brown, it does actually look more like a campfire now. We have a business card. We have some white space on the paper. There's some white space down here and here. We have several bonus with several items of the same colour family. So we've got this, I've used the Kingfisher, I've used different scraps of papers, and I've used some blue buttons. And that is it for week 46, guys. I know I've already done week 45 over here, but if you'd watched that video, you would have known why. But yeah, if you haven't seen all of mine, please go check out my playlist where I've done one for every week. And next week we'll be on this little bendy page with flumps for week 47. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you have liked it and my crafty discombobulated chaos. And until next time, guys, I hope you're having lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.